shouldn't hurt. Where there's love for a child, child to parent, spouses, partners, community, country, it shouldn't hurt. But here we are witnessing the pain that comes with betrayal, the pain that comes with sadism, the pain that comes with jealousy. A parent ready to give out their little ones to be seen and viewed by millions without taking care of their safety and with intent to sexualize their own. In a time in the digital era, we are seeing even the darker side, where now parents, these are questionable parents, giving their child to be seen and children to talk to total strangers. Sad. It's happening. Where the others are told to wear a particular type of clothing to be suggestive for something. We're seeing this among partners, where partners are turning on each other. Two people who are very good, very happy, had a moment where they came together, fighting off in the most brutal and unthinkable way. To add salt to injuries, where now you have the relatives involved, where now the relative of one side of the partner says, I don't want that person. Yet, this person is forgetting that their partner is the person they met when they were together, because they were together building it. But these external forces whom they're not dealing with come and destroy. And they tell them, I have someone better for you. Do they? They never will. We have love for community. We are there with your community. You've been well. Whether it's community by the same ethnic or race, or community depending on where you live. At the end of the day, you've been living well together. Then one day, someone tells you, leave. Leave. Why? Because of political instigation. We've seen this here. And we keep seeing this a lot. I mean, we still see ethnic kind of meetings whereby people are being propagated to start incitement. And you know how it goes. The letters come and they're told to leave, the leaflets and all. Let's go to a country where the citizens love their country. It's not perfect. It has its flaws, but they love their country. Nobody wants to leave their country and go to another country as an immigrant or a stranger if your country has everything. But the one in power decides they will loot everything. And if you talk, you're gone. And no matter how far you leave a country, your motherland, there are things that are unique about your motherland that only you understand. There's a language, there are things, there are funny things you look at and like, yeah, those are my people. But here you are, in a strange in another land. And those in that other land are saying, we don't want this color here. No, we don't want no mixing of your race here. Go back where you came from. Where you're supposed to go in other sad situations, it's been destroyed. So here we are. Love shouldn't hurt, but it hurts. It hurts when you stand up and say, this is wrong. Because this is where it gets painful. When you stand up and say, this is wrong, there's what we call the dependency. For example, a child could be dependent on their parents for their basic needs, for their tuition. A partner could be dependent on the other for financial or emotional, spiritual, depending. If it's a community, there could be something that brings them together, they're dependent on. If it's a citizen, there are the resources that the government and benefits that they should provide. But we are told, no. You speak, you're gone. And it breaks people. And here comes the other monster that creeps in faster than lightning, the cultism. We are seeing this rise a lot in our country. It's rising a lot when you look around. But this one is now changing its form. It's not easy to catch like before. Because people by day, they're okay, but by night, oof, it's creepy. We have a particular bypass around 10, 11, midnight to 3. For the times I've once driven down that road, I used to notice people, they would walk in a gap They're dressed in pure white, top down. First, I thought I was seeing my own things as I was driving. I thought I'm seeing ghosts. It's until 2 days ago, I was scrolling online, and now the same figures. Someone had seen them and even stopped their car to ask, "What? Why are you walking in the middle of the night?" Eventually, I think because they normally walk with a gap. There's one ahead, one behind another one, and one you never see them. They're hidden somewhere. One of them, I think, scared the drivers. The people were asking, and they really jump scared. And they're like, there were two cars which were on the same route. So the other team was ahead of them, but they had stopped. And what do the cars promise them? Everything. What do they get back? Nothing. And the cults are in many different forms, whether religious, whether is from the point of we are a community, a brotherhood, a sisterhood, name them. What does it do? It destroys. And you never know. The most painful thing is to deal with someone who you love and appreciate when they are dragged in a cult-like life. I know it from experience, and I'll tell you for free, it's the most painful thing. And love should never hurt. A child should never have to be forced to be an adult. A child should be left to be a child. They shouldn't have to fight the Goliaths. Who's there to help these little ones? Look at what's going on right now. The generation Alpha are literally challenging their folks and telling them things, and you're thinking, and that's what many people are saying, are this generation ever a reincarnation of the old? Because their wisdom level, top the notch. And here we are. Love shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't hurt to want to carry the flag of your country in your country, to be able to say this system is wrong. Accountability. But hey, look at where we are. You speak parts and pieces of you somewhere. Love shouldn't hurt. If you're in a relationship, no one should raise their arm or verbally or physically or even spiritually break you. It shouldn't hurt. But we are witnessing it. We are witnessing people using religion to bind someone. We are seeing people physically. And I always say this, and I'll repeat it 100 times. The moment the blows come, don't ever lie to yourself that you're going to sustain every hit. You might do it first 2 years, next 4, 5, 10. But the 11th, your body, your mind, your spirit will be so broken that the next blow could be a fatal one. And if it doesn't, it may have created you to be now the real monster. Because it is very easy for a victim to turn into the monster there and then. The monster to innocent people. We are seeing this with the way toxicity is being promoted. Content, if you look around, everything is, if you even look at those soap operas type, toxicity really moves. Like, healthy relationships are frowned upon, but toxic, they're celebrated. If you look at many podcasts, they rather celebrate toxicity, but you never hear of healthy relationships. And so we have a culture whereby, and a society that's now coming up, whereby when things like domestic and violent happens, people start taking sides. If it's men, they'll say all kings are proud. If it's women, all queens are proud. I'm grateful that I'm seeing some people on both sides of the camp say, you guys, it's wrong. There's a girl, a teenager in a country, and her friends, same. Her friends were talking about how it's fun for them to go there and sleep around and do that. And she told them one thing: I'm okay being a virgin. You know one thing? You guys can't take back your virginity. That hit deep, because you can waste your life and wallow your life in everything. But you can't take it back easily. There's hope unless you're ready to be transformed. Love shouldn't hurt. You shouldn't beg to be respected. You shouldn't beg to feel part of something. But if it does, know your worth enough to know this is where you draw the line, and this is where you take your steps. Even if it means cutting off, do what you need to do for your mental health, for your peace of mind, for your happiness. Because there comes a time when you have to decide how much is too much. And when it's too much, time to drop the mic and exit the stage.